Alrighty. Should open up TH Prac. I'm just gonna play through stages 4 through 6. See what happens. Do a run. And see what I want to do from there. This is the best part of the stage, where I just tap away. And it's just so exciting. Cornered. This part sucks. I don't really know how to do it. Okay, that was just me being dumb. This fight's not hard at all, at least. The stage itself isn't hard. I took a dumb death, but like for the most part, it's pretty whatever. The hardest part about this fight is the first non, sometimes. I think this non-spell seems to change a lot based on rank. And the final's pretty weird. This non-spell is also a bit difficult sometimes. I mean, it's all aimed, but I haven't really routed it or anything, so sometimes I move in weird ways. Spell card's super easy. This non-spell is also really easy. Ow. I just keep saying, like, this is easy, this isn't. Probably because I've just been practicing all this on my own, so I just have stuff to say about everything. This one, if you don't do it high, you just get trapped, like, at the bottom. As Amari say, this spell card lasts, like, no time at all. And I've rarely had it do anything, like, bad to me. So it ends so quickly. I like to do this one on the side, so I can do more damage. At least I think I do. But sometimes I can't. Right at the end. I don't entirely understand that one. So the second time I died, that was just me being dumb. The first time I died, that was also kind of me being dumb, but also that section's weird. Hey there. And then the third time I died, it was the final, and the final's funky. But for the most part, I just need the final to sort of treat me well. And stuff. This section's weird. That's what I have to say about it. Oh, what was I doing there? I thought I was safe for whatever reason. Forgot how to do these misdirects. You have to wait for the timer to hit the second digit to be 8. Oh, that was stupid of me. Oh, kind of want to just redo, but I'll throw myself at it a second time. Never mind. Making a lot of dumb mistakes. Because I don't really know how to do certain sections. I haven't, like, I kind of know how to do them. I just haven't practiced them to the point of, like, truly understanding them. I find practicing stage sections boring. But it's definitely something I'm gonna have to get used to eventually. No, non-spell lasted longer than I would have liked, but it's whatever. This could have been a very bad idea. It was. Should have went over. Kind of stupid. I'm stupid for trying to go for that. What was I doing? Whatever. That second death would not normally happen, ever. Oh, this is dumb. This one lines up weirdly. Doesn't line up the same way as a lot of the others. That bothers me. Oh. Alright. This spell card can just be total garbage sometimes, and I just have to accept that. Normally, I shouldn't die to this non-spell. I also lost my rhythm. Not even my rhythm, it's just whatever. Making a lot of dumb mistakes. Out of anything I die to, the last spell card I just did, and this one should not be it. This one's a crapshoot. I have an idea of how I should go about it, but sometimes it's just dumb. That last spell card, it's like, I think you should just bottom hug it. But you have to be able to very quickly read where all the bullets are going, otherwise you're kinda screwed. So I had some dumb deaths. Oh, that was fine. That was okay. I mean, it's whatever. It was good enough for now. I made some dumb mistakes, but I'll practice later. I just need to get everything back in my head. This stage, though. This stage is silly. The chance of me dying on this portion is very big. I didn't do it there, but spam is notorious for being total garbage. It is called spam for a reason. TH Prac calls it chaos, but it's the same thing. This one cooperates with me until the last phase, where it throws some gross stuff at me, but it's fine. I just need to think fast and do a dodge that I might not like to do. And this fight's interesting. I should be able to get this fight down consistently without just... well, consistent it is. But there's a lot of stuff that tends to screw me over. Like that. This non-spell's weird. I don't really get how it works. It shouldn't be an issue, but for some reason to me it is. Alright, that was... I knew I shouldn't have gone for that. This spell card's not... This spell card also shouldn't be an issue. This one's pretty easy for the most part. Come on. This one's streaming, but I like to stay in the center for a bit, because otherwise I don't do enough damage if I just hug the left wall right at the start. As well, hitting the fan does do damage to her. It does a lot less, basically. This spell card's weird. This one is static, from what I know. You can route this perfectly fine, like most of her attacks. I generally know what I'm doing on it. I've done it several times. See, that worked. This one is also static, but knowing that the knives are static only kind of helps. It's not like I'm about to memorize every single part of the knives. So I basically just hug the left wall until I... oops. Or I don't. Or I don't do that. I don't know. I tend to just stay in the center for a bit and then move off to the side. The most annoying part about this attack is the stupid snowball bullets she puts right at the start. And also me doing dumb stuff like that. This non-spell's really easy, so that means I'm gonna mess it up. I really just stood there thinking I was gonna be safe, which I was, but it was still a really dumb idea. That one's not bad at all. She doesn't have a lot of hard attacks. It's a matter of anything that is technically hard or whatever can be routed pretty easily. Not easily, but it can be routed. There's a way to figure it all out. It's just a matter of doing it enough times to figure it all out. I've never understood how this one is aimed. As it is, but I die to it all the time. At least once. I feel like I have less lives than I should. Because I've been dying all the time, that's why. I died to the first non-spell. Found your butterfly isn't difficult and hard. It's all a matter of doing it the right way, really. And then not messing up. I tend to cut it way too close sometimes. My brain just kind of stopped thinking right there, but I still made it. Well, that is something. What did I die to? First non, penultimate, knife non-spell, something else? I don't know. I kind of want to practice stage 3 too, just a bit. Because without homing, it's very uncomfortable. Well, Alice isn't. Alice is whatever, but... Obviously, I just stand still here, and I'm fine. Nope. Oh, thank you for the raid, Hakurei. I looked away from my screen. Got trapped, but... we good. Kind of? Nope. I feel like I overthink this part too much. I've heard something about the lasers here and how they can be really weird. It's like they instantly activate or something like that. I haven't had an issue with it yet, but I'm waiting for it to happen. It's the only reason why that spell card slightly scares me. It's mainly this part. This is the part that gets me every time. So I'm not really sure how to go about it. That works. The burst of kunai only happens 3 times, so I can just plan for that. Ooh, what am I doing? Actually, I want to do it one more time. That's why. Because I need to actually figure out a route for this, because I'm like, just stream it like this, and then I don't do it well. I want to get it like 2 times in a row to really show that I kind of get what I'm doing. So I want to go right, left. I won't have those visuals screwing me over. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that kind of works. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna do an attempt or 2 and then see what's going on. Hopefully I don't like die on stage 1 because I'm just screwing around. may have done off-stream practice here and there, but it's definitely been nothing spectacular. It's mostly been I now understand what my issues are, and can't speak. I understand what my problem points are, and I started to understand certain parts, but nothing is like definitively understood for the most part. I mean, there's some stuff, but some of that stuff mostly came from just having to play more hard mode, since I'm not too familiar. Places that come down like center almost always catch me off guard. But I'm usually fine. I don't think I've actually ever been hit by them. That section would be a lot scarier if Chen just didn't like come down and just cancel everything. Chen's a weird boss. Like, she's not... I don't know, I find myself scared of messing up on her, since it feels easy a lot of the time. As a mid-boss, she's whatever. As the actual boss, she's got a couple of attacks that scare me. That is aimed. Just gotta tap right and that's it. This spell card scares me. This is the one that intimidates me the most because of that stupid, like, screen flash and shake and all the blue bullets everywhere. It's high up. Her final hasn't really been bad to me yet. Seems to only be somewhat of an issue on, like, Lunatic. Maybe Marisa A just destroys her so fast that it just never gets too bad. You know, preferably I don't die in stages 1 through 3, but a death on stage 3 isn't too surprising to me. Like, I like to avoid it as much as possible, but it can happen because I'm bad. I haven't routed properly. That's what I'll do. After this run, I'll really just start routing. I don't get Alice's movement during a lot of her attacks. She'll, like, leave the center and then just head right back. I didn't grab that one up. I forget she drops that. This is a small brain moment. But I didn't die to the stage. Yeah, that's something I gotta practice. Grabbing that one up. I swear I've missed it several times. This part always scares me. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's because I get hit on it. That spot guard's nice and easy because of how it's like static or something. I still don't get why that part's there. Spell card essentially dies before it gets hard, from what I know and remember, and have done. Like that dodge I just did there, that's as bad as it gets. Well, the no death stage 3 is nice and all, but I missed the 1-up, so it balances out as if I took a death. Which is, yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Now I have stage 4. The one where I die. I hate how these bullets are aimed. I don't like the weird, like, I don't know, curve it has. I hate the curve. As it doesn't just let me stream it normally, and it makes it way easier to trap myself while doing so. This part confused me for a bit, and then I realized you just gotta stream it. Like, don't focus on killing everything you can. Guess I'm doing this on this side. And now, we don't shoot for a very long time. I miss when I had this stage figured out. Like, on Lunatic, when I do the stage on Lunatic, this is gonna be a piece of cake, because I'll have bombs. When I do Lunatic no bomb, it's different, but... When I just do a 1cc, the stage is easy. At the time, it's generally the same idea. I don't like this spam. Ugh. Maybe I can give some really bad patterns on that. Cool. Dying at this fairy is like a mark of shame for me. Like, it's static. I kill it really fast. I shouldn't die to it. Alright, well. Pretty bad stage 4, all things considered. I blame Lily for one of my deaths. She gave me a really... She, like, walled me, and I didn't, like, take into consideration everything around me, and so... Just ended up in me running into a wall. And the plus that my rank is low. Oh my... I saw that, and I panicked. Well, this is practice for a reason. It's just a warm-up run. I don't feel comfortable just throwing runs yet. Whoa. I feel like I'm gonna die here. I don't know. That's just how this run has been going. If I can get stage 4 down consistently, that's gonna be a godsend. That's gonna be so good. Because stage 4 is what kills me the most. Like, if I have resources for stage 5 and 6, I just need to play well. Alright, I'm totally gonna die here, though. The game loves to kill me here. I missed when I thought this attack was easy. So now it likes to pull some BS on me. Oh, I did it. Alright, so I get a life from Yomu mid. I got a life from points. And that's all I really got. I could have had 4 lives here. But, kind of missed one. I love getting border. It just means I don't have to POC. I don't need to puck. Nine, 8. Ooh, that was gross. Alright, I gotta be over here. Oh. Oh, alright. I didn't misdirect. Whoops. We good. I didn't deserve that. Alright, this spells BS. Ooh, look at that. Yup. I just about expected that one. Whatever. God, I feel like her angle can really just screw me over sometimes. Alright. If I just have a really banger stage 5, this could clear, which would be amazing with how little practice I've really done. A decent amount of practice, but not that much. Definitely not as much as I should have. Alright, hopefully I don't, like, die twice here. I'm very prone to doing that if I die too early on. Because of just how nasty this spell card can be. Ooh! Barrier! Alright, check this out. Ooh! I should have just broke the barrier on purpose. I didn't have it in my heart to do it. Alright, well, unless I get like a billion trillion point items here. I mean, if I had barrier during spam, that would be possible. It won't happen though. I literally just had a barrier already. Ooh, what I can do though is I can get full power during spam. I'm a genius. Woo! I almost... Oh, I was about to go up to misdirect, and I remember this is stage 6. I remember that was a very stupid idea. Alright, please don't mess it. Oh, wait, I have bear. Whatever. Screw it. Alright, that was kind of a mistake, but whatever. I didn't gain anything from that. I skipped wave 2, which is super easy. Alright, just 2 miss. The boss side cannot 2 miss. This part absolutely sucks. This non-spell is just so mean to me sometimes. Oh boy, barrier. On her first spell card. I don't need it. Unless I get some really nasty waves, but that like never happens. Bam. And then the first bubble shoot out, and then move up here. And then we tap. You know, I could have 3 extra lives right now if I just got that stupid Alice mid-boss one-up, but no. No, I'm dumb. Oh, Poisonous Moth. My favorite spell card. One that definitely isn't way too claustrophobic. Did this on the right, and I think I want to do it again. I don't know why I started doing it on the left at some point. I think I said, like, would it be easier, or can I do it? And then I did it on the left, and I just stuck with it for a bit. Honestly, not worth it. I think I want to start moving back in again. Nope. I shouldn't have done that. Cool, barrier. I was doing that so poorly, but I made it. You can, like, fake stream this. Like, you can... There's something to it that you can do. Alright, I'm totally gonna purposely break this. Bop.
What?
It didn't work out. Alright. Alright. Alright, sweet barrier. Now I can mess up for, like... Oh, never mind. I had that one red wave I could mess up. No more. We good? We good? Oh. Why do I have to mess that up right there? Alright. I did it! That was a hard no bomb. Garbage stage 4. Really good everything else. Agyoma went decently fine. And stage 6 was really nice. For the most part. Alrighty. That was a pretty decent run, all things considered. I missed the freaking stage 3 1-up. And if I didn't die on Revenge Butterfly, that would have been a 7 miss. And I had one border break that was intentional. I can only think of one border break at least. And it was intentional. And it did nothing for me. I tried to break a border on penultimate, and then I timed it so perfectly. I timed it really well. Because it was right after the border broke. Which means I still had like those few iframes after a border ends. And so I was able to live. That was a really silly, that was a silly moment. I'm gonna rewatch through this. Oh yeah, I had a thing called UU. Because it was just a... I don't know. Hard no miss. Hard no bomb. I can't speak. What was that? 7 miss? You can get 9 lives. At least with how I was doing it. Because there's 50, 125, 250, 300. Yeah, there was those 5. There were the 2 boss ones. And then the 2 starting ones. And I had nothing, but I missed the Alice one, so I mean 8 miss, I think. I don't know. Game's about to tell me, so if I was wrong, it'll be like, hey, moron. Alright, it was 8 miss. No bombs. Heyo. I do want to save the replay. I'll probably... I should move over some of my replays, because what do I have here? This is just a Reimu B, Marisa B, and Sakuya A 1cc? No, wait, no, these aren't 1cc's. These are extra clears. And these are phantasms. This is my phantasm. No miss stuff. No miss, no bomb, no border break, my EX. I still have my 2 miss. I don't even know. I should move all these over to somewhere. Yeah, I'll just overwrite that. Alright, 8 miss. Alright, let's just start from stage 4. Stages 1 through 3 aren't very interesting. There were no deaths, obviously no bombs, no border breaks. It was just standard. So if I want to get like good at hard mode, what am I gonna want? and need to be able to do the stage 5 stage consistently. It is absolutely something that can be done consistently basically every time, except like except Lily. Lily's like spam thing. That can't be done super consistently because it's random. And then there's the Prism Rivers, but I don't care. I was talking about the stage. Everything else I can figure out to a point where it's all routed. And I feel like the part I mainly struggle on is would be easier with homing. I don't want to play Sakia Ava. I either want to do Marisei. I probably will do Marisei just because that's who I'm doing right now for when I want to get better at hard no bomb. And then if I wanted to choose another character, I'd go Rimue. Because, I mean, I don't know, Rimue's not that good. But she's the shot type that I'm, like, the most familiar with. Aside from Marisei. The Marisei and Rimue are what I'm familiar with. Sakia shot types, not very. Rimue B, I don't like all that much. She's apparently really good. Just not my thing. Yeah, I died here. Yeah, I just assumed that if I stood in one place, I'd be fine. And I wasn't. Which was silly of me. There was an easy way to escape that by just moving to, like, the right sooner. This happened. That wasn't cool. I like having border here because it just sucks up point items. Like, there's so many point items here that I can't grab because going to the point of collection it ruins me sometimes. Did I die here? I don't remember. I remember dying here in practice. I think that's what I'm thinking of. I don't think I died here. So, thinking about this run. Lily White Death was easily preventable if I just was better at that. So I'll probably practice that a little. Just, like, reading her spam or whatever. The stage itself, that one section after Lily White, also was really bad to me. Everything else is fine in this stage. The boss. First non is fine. It's significantly harder with, like, max rank. So if I get here without dying, I have an issue. It's nothing crazy, but it is still much harder. Second non screws me over a lot for some reason. Second non is aimed completely. But I died here, I believe. Yeah, because I had a fast arrowhead coming through, gap I was trying to move to. Aside from that, I think the fight went flawlessly. I think I only died here. This run was kind of a mess. I got nervous, and I'm proud of it, and I'm glad I did it. But at the same time, I mean, I'm planning on improving it, but at the same time, it's a bit silly right now. I didn't have max power here, so I didn't kill this as fast as I usually would. It's not hard anyways, but I gotta cancel there. That did nothing for me, but, you know, that was scary. I don't know why that was like lined up so weirdly. Then I just got back in the groove of how I do this non. Spell card's easy, but I've messed it up a few times where I get scared of going into a higher gap, and so I just get stuck moving down, and then I can't get in the next one because of how the yellow arrowheads increase in number, and so it's harder to escape sooner. This spell card's funny. There's just nothing that happens. I didn't manage to cap this, I believe. It did get close, though. I wanted to stay on the right. But once the second lasers came in, they started really sharply just coming for me. Ooh, that was close. And that was fine for the most part. 3 lives into stage 5. It's kind of surprising that I managed to clear this, but I did also have 2 extra 1-ups on the way. So I had 5 deaths of leeway. It's like, on one hand, that's not too bad, but at the same time, for like how inconsistent I am at a lot of these parts, like a lot of the parts of the bosses, it's surprising. The stage was pretty basic. I'm figuring out the stage more and more. The way these arrowheads just are. I couldn't tell if they were aimed or not for a while. I don't think they are. The gaps do seem to like line up with each other at certain points. Oh, sorry for the yawning. I'm just tired. Like, I just stood here. Well, I moved over quite a bit for that one, but whatever. This part's easy as long as you don't just let them all live. And you take care of at least one before it shoots. So I figured out how to do the misdirect just because someone mentioned it. You just have to... Like, I didn't know how to do it for a while. And it always felt really dumb. So I just didn't want to do it. But what I realized is... Well, I didn't really realize it. Someone said it, and I realized through that. When the timer hits... when it says, like, 48 or whatever, or 58, I forgot what the the non-spell timer is. When the second digit is 8, the second it happens, you want to go in front of her. With this spell card, I like to alternate back and forth because of how it all works. I stayed under here, which was a terrible idea because I usually die because of that. But it worked out. It was very close to not because she was just going to move to the other side and have to dodge all that garbage. This part was pretty nice to me, I think. I did a really silly dodge, I think. Oh no, it was fine. I was in practice where I did the dodge. That was just... Ooh. I forgot to do the misdirect here. Everything still worked out. I died here. This was the only death that I can say. At least I haven't seen it yet, but I can say it was pretty much out of my range. Yeah, there was. I could have went to the right, but it was still really bad. On the plus side, you don't die 2 times to this spell card. I died here. That sucked. I shouldn't die to this non-spell, but she moves away so much sometimes, and it causes me to mess up or something. I got moved to the right here, and I still got axed. Easily an avoidable death if I just... I don't exactly know what I should have done, since I didn't see it coming. But it's whatever. These spell cards super easy. Sometimes it can be mean with the bullets coming from the left and right, but it's usually pretty whatever. And that was the last one up I was gonna be getting for the whole game. This spell card is just really easy. It's just stream to one side, misdirect, restream, keep going. This one didn't go well. Well, it actually was going pretty well. I made some really good dodges. Since I'm not going for no border break, I should avoid border breaks when possible. But since I was just looking to clear for now, I should have just hit my border on something. So I had dodges like that, and I was like, you might as well just break it. And then immediately after the border ended, I just ran face first into a bullet. On the plus side, they let me skip spam for the one kind of. Even with the power cancel, it's bad. On hard, it's not too bad. It's still semi-manageable sometimes. I just remember hearing about, like, people who would, for, like, an LNN, they would purposefully be under max power through the whole game just to get that one power cancel in stage 6, because it's just that bad. Something in my small brain made me think that border break would help me. This was a 2-miss eco, which one of them was at the very end of Revenge Butterfly, which happened probably purely because of nerves. And the other death was on the knife non-spell, I believe. And I said I just needed a banger stage 6. And this was it. I was kidding. I didn't actually think I was gonna get it. But here we are. Something in my small brain before really trying for runs said, like, alright, my first run, it's gonna be easy. It's gonna finish, it's gonna be like 2-miss. It's gonna be easy. And then I started putting attempts forward, and I'm just like, what was I thinking? Who do I think I am? Yuko's consistent. She's hard to figure out. Like, Poisonous Moth is really weird. Like... the fight itself isn't that bad. Without bombs, it can be tricky for me. Purely for me. And the thing is, a non-spell is... First non-spell shouldn't be bad. Second shouldn't be bad. First spell is easy. Poisonous Moth is a route. She has a lot of spells that are like... She has several spells that are just a route. And it's very weird. The spell card's just... I mentioned it during the run, but it's just so claustrophobic. And I never feel like I'm doing the right thing until it works out. Like there, I thought I was gonna just get crushed. But then there was a gap that I could go through. I died here, like, right at the end, which was very sad. Maybe I should just stay on the sides. Like, the sides seem to be really nice to me. Like, it makes it take a lot longer, but, like, whatever. Survival is survival. Like, I didn't have to go back in. She was already super weak. And I'm all like, alright, let's just take her down. I could have avoided that. I just needed to go to the right a bit. I'm not exactly sure how these like blue bullets work. They feel like they're, I don't know. I feel like they're not like 100% static. There's like some element of like it being aimed, but it's like, I don't know, only aimed at certain points and then it just shoots. I've just seen it like the bullets layer up weirdly, which makes me think that. But I don't know. It's not like it really matters. It's not a hard spell card. Your favorite characters in Toa: Suika, Amelia, Satori, and Suiko. Neato. My favorite characters are Raiko, Yukari, Aya, and Yuka. I had a really weird time on this spell card. I got nervous. It didn't go as well as it could have, but I mean, I still capped it, so it's whatever. Now this one uninterestingly. I went to go break this border and it's like, alright, I'm gonna do it. And then that happened. I had a lot of close calls here. Butterfly bullets are aimed in some way. I know they are aimed. I think it's like the second she shoots them out, they decide where they're gonna go. And so they always lag behind so much. I wish I didn't die here. I mean, I didn't die twice, so I'm fine. I think I got hit on. Yeah, I got hit on like the second to last red wave. I just moved a bit too left. I scurried around for all of those freaking items because I was just really hoping for border. I don't think I was gonna get it. I needed 50k, so, or probably 50k. I don't know. my run. Now it's back to practice. Woo! Alright, well now that I've done it with Marise, I'm gonna stick with her to lower the miscount. Alright, so I think it would be like first half number 4 would be Lily. Nope. It would not. It'd probably be mid-boss now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know why I'm starting at Lily White. Just, I feel like it would give me the best idea of what I'm about to go through. She seems to always spawn above you, which is nice. Generally, her spam isn't usually too bad, but sometimes it's real silly. Oh, this is interesting. We'll find. Every single time. The missiles screw me over. I feel like the spam doesn't usually screw me up. Yeah, because instead I screw myself over with the rice that is not hard to dodge. I was hoping for a miracle. Wait, no, wait, I just realized something. Why deal with that section at all when I can just time out Lily White and not have to? My brain is unloading. This is probably a strat people normally do, but I don't care. I feel like I've unlocked my inner eye. Like, I don't need the bomb from Lily White, so why bother with killing her? Dude, that just skips the whole section! Alright, yeah, that is... Timing out Lily White is way better than doing that, to be honest. Now I don't gotta route that garbage section. Even with routing, it's terrible. I had to, like I've done it before. I've done it at its peak. It's bad. Alright. Stage 4 has just been downloaded. Because I just realized that that's all I gotta do. Who needs to do that part I can't do when I just don't do it? It's that easy. Oh, the background is so wrong. Thank you, TH Pratt. Alright, now any deaths that happen should happen on Lily White. Aside from that, there's nothing. Yeah, that's what I mean. At max rank, the bullet like gaps on the the red and brown ones, which that is a weird colored bullet. I just gotta say that. Like, the gaps aren't as nice with high rank. Or max rank. I think it's just max. I feel like on just high rank, it's just slightly bad. Alright, whatever. I know what to do. I'm writing this down. In my handy-dandy notebook notes. This note's about to just be timeout Lily in all caps, and that is the end of my notes. Put a couple of exclamation points there. That's it. That's the whole thing. Alright, so yeah, as I said, non-spell, first non is weird with max rank. I mean, it's not that bad, but still. I'm no good at her second non. As you can tell. I think it's just I do not enough movement is the main issue. And I try to almost like tap stream it, and that just ends up in me getting my butt handed to me. I'm scared I didn't do enough damage to Lyrica. 1 tap. 2 tap. Second blue lane. 1 tap. my eye is itchy right now. Doesn't really matter for this spell card. Probably will matter for the next one. Like, oh no, it's so hard to dodge. There's so much coming at me. I swear, what happened to that spell card? I feel like it used to be even like a slight problem on normal. When I played normal. Now it's just sad. God, I hate how some of them just start going light speed at me. Alright. Boss, pretty free. Stage, it's free now that I just time out Lily. As long as I don't mess up on Lily. Stage 4 is free. Stage 4 is no longer an issue to me. I wrote down in my notes expected deaths. Stage 4 was 1 to 2. Optimal, I put 1 in like a best case scenario. Nah, that's 0 now. Easy peasy. Yomu is a different story. Yomu is still hard. Because the stage wasn't the hard part. It's how much RNG is in the Yomu fight. And the fact that I can't do these non-spells. I don't know why I did that. Too bad you can't, like, misdirect both of them. Definitely alleviates a lot of the pressure, difficulty you used to have with it. Here I just stay on the right. And I really hope I can either dodge well or I get good RNG. Because sometimes you need a little bit of both. Alright. Don't mess this up this time. I think it's better to be on the center for this one. When I'm like off to the side, she gives me really gross directions. That was a gross wall the Reds were trying to give me. Got him. Can I get the no miss Yomu? I just gotta rely on the hardest spell card. Ooh, this is fine so far. This spell card lasts ages. That's what makes it so difficult for me. It's just kind of unrelenting. That was good enough. I know how to do the last spell. I know how to do everything in this fight. It's just something I need to practice more and more. So I just get more consistent at it. I just get better at dodging and gaming and all that fun stuff. Stage 6. Yeah, spam is really cool. It's really fun. It's really interesting. Yeah. Did you know you can actually just stream this? You just tap left to right. You just tap left and right at a very specific interval, and you know it's basically streaming because you just tap. You just tap. Oh my god, that was frame away. I paused and it was already gone. I saw Yomu coming in. You just keep tapping left, and then all the bullets aim at you. Oh, come on. God, Marisa A is so cheeks at that. Like, Marisa B more so, but it's not really that great of a competition. I still don't know how to do this. Because it's like, oh no, wave 2. Oh no, wave 3. And, I mean, 2. Oh, I can't count. And then wave 3 screws me over. I think it's static. That's it. Corner strats. No, wait. Corner strats. Oh, yeah, that's definitely how I want to do it. I do the first wave, it's easy, I can like sight read it. Second wave, 2. Third wave, I want to move off the side like that. She just kind of dies. We zooming! I like how if you use the H back on like a later section, it just zooms ahead like that. I'll just do another Unico run. Okay. I don't know, I ran right into that like last rice bullet. Still hate how she moves. Like sometimes I get the freest waves like that, and then she's out for blood. That second one. This spell card, easy. I have to like move along with it, and then swerve around, and then ride because it just feels so gross. I feel like I'm doing it wrong. It feels like I'm constantly getting bad RNG, but that's just how the non-spell is. The non-spell itself feels like bad RNG. I used to really like homing shot types because they made this spell really easy because you'd just always be hitting her Yuriko. Now I realize that's dumb because it's not hard at all. Ooh. Well, I was looking up at the bubbles. I didn't realize there was a bullet near me. I'm getting better at Poisonous Moth, but it's nothing I'm like super consistent at yet. I mean, I know the route. That's the route. That's what I gotta do. That's like, I solved the puzzle. I didn't solve the puzzle on that one. I think these bubbles are aimed. Let's try to do it up here. Oh yeah. I wanna like stay under her for a bit and then move out, because at least I get good damage for a little bit. And then I just stay on the left. I don't think there's any incentive for me to go back to the center aside from killing her a little faster. Which isn't really a problem since this is static. So if I can do it once on the side without too much issue, I can do it again and again. I mean, the bubbles are aimed, sure, but they're so slow. I don't see them being like some big issue. Yeah, that's free. I think I just want to practice for the rest of the stream. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream. Probably not too much longer. I'm a bit tired. I don't know what I was doing there. Ooh. So there are places I can still die. Like timing out Lily. There's a chance that I die there. Still better than having to do that stupid section after her. Like, trying to think of everywhere that I can die. I mean, there's a lot of them. But in a scenario where I play well, where I played decently well, man, things are just going my way. I think there's not a lot of places that I'll actually die. I take that into consideration when I think about that. Like, there's a couple of Yomu things. There's the stage 6 spam. And there's Yuzkari's penultimate. But aside from all of that, most things should be fairly consistent. Like, it's Yomu's first, Yomu's final, this, and stage 6 spam. And that's what I expect to die to in a run. See? Like, those are the things that if I die to them, I'm just like, okay, yeah. I'm not surprised. Anything else is like, alright, maybe I got a bit of bad RNG, but I probably could have just played better and not had things go that way. Granted, when I'm nervous, messing up Revenge Butterfly is also possible. I'm just really glad it's the Lunatic version, as I have no idea how to do that one. I think I've done it before. I don't remember if I capped it, but I did something. Like, then there's like 2 layers of reds, and that's when I'm just... That's when I clock out. I wonder how much harder this is on hard than normal when you're doing it at the top like I am. It doesn't... I don't think there's really a difference. I think the difference is if you do it at the bottom. And if you do it at the top, it's basically the same thing. Ooh. 50.1 up. Alright, so yeah, stages 1 through 3, fine. Stage 4, if I time out Lily, and I just play well on the boss, and I don't get screwed over by the final, it's perfectly fine. Because that's like the only part of RNG that's problematic. First non's a bit difficult, but it's not that bad. All the other 2 non-spells are aimed. I shouldn't be dying to those. Because I could do them the same way a million times and it would work every time. Try to not get hit. I agree. That's a good idea. Extras. I don't know why I'm looking at these. Those don't matter. I've already done what I need to do there. Yeah, stages 1 through 3 are fine. The problematic parts in stage 3 are like... It's the stage itself if I'm dumb, and it's this spell card. I think this is aimed at you. And when I think about it being aimed at me, it seems to go a lot better. This one can just very well give me some really mean spreads if I do it wrong. I mean, it's not that bad. Like, that's something if I get in a run, it sucks. But I wouldn't, like, reset over it or anything. Probably. Like, it could be worse. That's all I gotta say. This spell card, like, dies before it gets hard. Like, maybe I gotta go through one kind of unsure gap, but usually not. Well, unless that happens, then yeah, okay. I meant to go through that gap. That was just not a very smart idea. Or maybe it was. Maybe it was a smart idea because it worked. No spell cards, whatever. Stage 4 smells, but it's fine. Let me do what I need to again. Scary thing about timing out Lily here is just... like, this aimed part is not bad at all. I shouldn't be dying to it. It's when she shoots out the blue and yellow bullets... blue and red bullet spam. then it's a bit scary there. But I mean, it's fine. And then, why do I time her out? The reason I do it is because there's a stage section right after her that's just complete. Like this second half, number 1. I believe it's just number 1. Yeah. Number 1 is just completely skipped if I time her out. And this section is really dumb. No, that's why it never worked. So basically you have a mix of those blue guys, this, that's blue, that's red, that's rice, and then it's back to this. And then it's just, and then it's back to this, and then more of the purple, and more of this. It's just, it's more effort than it's worth to just try and just kill Lily White and go through it. And it's much easier for me to just, yeah, it's much easier to me to just time out Lily White. Because Lily White's much more manageable. It's just stream, dodge a random spread, stream, dodge a random spread. I don't have to deal with that garbage. I'm so glad I realized that. I'm sure that's a part of like a bunch of people's routes. But I don't know. I thought of it on my own, and that's what makes me happy about it. Because that one section, I'm so glad about it. Because that one section is the part that I struggle with the most. Everything else is whatever during that stage. That one section after Lily White, I actually wrote about it. Like, when I first started practicing for this, like, I did get the hard no bomb, but practicing to get better at it, the first thing I wrote was get consistent at stage 4 as a whole, and then in parentheses, which I didn't put the second one, I specified specifically post Lily White, is that one part blue. You can't just not shoot there, because then you have to deal with those guys that shoot like the curve. I don't know how to describe it. The blue bullets that like come in an arc. Those guys suck. And so I just don't deal with them. So I just time that out. And because of that, I start at second half number 2. Which is just these guys. And after this, the stage is... Well, it's not really free. But it's not difficult. Unless you're mean, you just do that. Like, the last semi-hard part is this. It's not really hard, it's just... I have to think. That's what makes this hard. I have to think about dodging the arrowheads. Because this section gets a lot harder on hard, because they add the arrowheads in. And suddenly there's like a new element to it instead of just more fun streaming. And this fairy is totally static, which makes her easy, unless you do what I just did. You shouldn't dodge it like that. It may have worked, but it's not a good idea. You have to wait 800 years. This non-spell is like the second hardest part of the fight. It's not really difficult, it's just weird. Because if I get here without, like, dying and stuff, I'm gonna be at max rank, because PCB has rank. And this is, like, the only time where rank matters. Because the red and, like, I don't know, dark red or brown bullets are... the way they, like, line up and the gaps they give is a lot worse on high rank than it is on low rank. And so I have a lot less to work with. Rank is a weird mechanic. It is, I don't get it. But, and like, after EOSD, you usually never have to really think about it. But then there's that, like, every once in a while, there's just that one thing where it matters. This non-spell, easy peasy, except when you mess it up like that. Is it this one? Yeah. This one I should practice a bit. Because as long as I play well, and don't play dumb, make dumb mistakes, getting to this spell card without dying is honestly really easy. And sometimes the spell card's nice to me, but sometimes it can give me some really weird waves. I wish I knew anything about rank in this game. I know it doesn't affect stage 6, which thank God. It doesn't affect spell cards. It affects non-spells and stages, and for the most part, it only really matters on non-spells. Actually, let me check it out. Yeah, Lyrica, non-spell. Yeah, I'm at max rank. Let's see it at rank 10. Like, the gaps everywhere are so much nicer. And the gaps in the red and the dark red bullets all line up with each other. And this is like the one time I see it mattering. No other part of no other, like, non-spell is like, oh no, high rank. That one is. So yeah. So if I can just play well, getting to stage 5 without dying is not that hard. It'll take a while, because it's a long-ass stage, stage 4. Stage 1 through 3 is easy. I may mess up on stage 3 here and there. That's fine. Shouldn't be too frequent if I just buckle down and don't play bad. In stage 4, I kind of got on lockdown now, because the one part that I struggled with, I just skip now. Which is fun. Stage 5, stage isn't difficult. It's all about the spell cards. Because half of them are really freaking difficult, purely because of how random they are. And so while I do have strats for them, I still have to play well. And sometimes it's like, yeah, that's easy. Ah. That death was weird. It was because of time came back to normal. And I just wasn't ready for the speed increase that I was about to get. Yeah, we game. Stage 6 is only hard pre-Yomu for Marisa. Like, post post Yomu, it's that part, which is really easy. And then it's this, which I have had me give, have had it give really disgusting ways. But then that's just over. That's all post Yomu has to offer. I forgot to misdirect. That's fine, because I remembered. Yomu non-spells aren't really an issue as long as I don't mess up and I'm conscious about everything. This spell card is total booty. Oh. That non-spell sure is fun, isn't it? Isn't it just a hoot? So yeah, dying to her first spell card, it happens. And oh boy, does it happen a lot. Oh, this one's giving me really gross waves. That's not hard. There's only like really 2 parts about Yomu that's like difficult. Not counting the mid-boss. But gosh dang. I just ran right into that. Yeah, it's this one. This is just like streaming, misdirecting, restreaming, all that fun stuff. Just hair in my eye. Now this spell card. Oh boy. If this one wants to give me just really ugly waves, it will. I can't do much damage half the time because of how much she moves around during it. There's a lot of like just seeing everything in the frozen bullets and just being able to read it really well. What looks like a hopeful situation can lead to death. What looks like absolute garbage can actually be your best opportunity yet. Bars. I really wish spell card history worked like it did in every other game in this game. I guess it doesn't work the same in USD, but it's like, ooh, 6 out of 12. It's like, that makes me look way better at this than I actually am. God, sometimes you just have to pull the shenanigans lever and just go for some wacky stuff, and it works. Killing her during frozen time is really good, because if you don't, then they're all shooting down. Easy. And then there's stage 6. Again. I just keep going over every stage over and over again, because, I mean, it helps me out. But, God. I mean, the spam section is... That gave me 119 points. The spam section on hard isn't actually too bad. Honestly, I feel like the spam in, the Phantasm stage was worse. Am I gonna try an actual full attempt tonight? Maybe again. I already have done a full attempt today. And by full, I mean it did succeed. I might do another. I might end it off with another attempt. My attempt that did succeed, though, was pretty lackluster. Yeah, it happened decently early on. I'm probably going to be uploading that one outside of the VOD upload. Unless I get a better one. Yeah, it's sad you had to miss it. It was pretty cool. At the same time, it wasn't, though. Stage 4 was an atrocity, but Stage 6 was really good. I mean, I can show you the, I can show you stages 4 through 6. Since stages 1 through 3 weren't anything special. It was just nothing really interesting happened there. I didn't die, but I also didn't really do anything there. It was pretty basic. No misses. Nothing. No close calls or anything. I don't know what I'm doing here. Like, I did this wrong, but I don't exactly know what went wrong. Something did, but it worked out in the end. Alright, now I just hang out on the side, because it's way easier than trying to just stay in the center and end it quick. I don't think I've mentioned it, but when she has, like, the fan out, her hitbox is larger, but if you're not hitting her directly, it only does, like, I don't know, a quarter of the damage or something like that. Which is nice that you're almost constantly hitting her, but at the same time, you're doing, like, Reimu A homing damage. Like, just the homing bullets, so it's a give and take. really cut it close there. I'm honestly, like, I'm trying to think of what was harder. Like, well, EX No Bomb was easier than hard No Bomb. But the No Miss was definitely harder than just the Snow Bomb. Like, Snow Bomb took practice to figure out everything, because there was a lot more, well, there's a lot more in the main game than just, like, the extra or Phantasm stage. So I had a lot more to learn. Oh, that was close. Like, difficulty-wise, I don't know. The level of things I had to learn wasn't too bad. Like, everything here I can do, like, so consistently. This is the outlier. This is something that I'd expect to die to, usually. Hopefully, usually only once. I don't think I'll die here, like, more than once. And if I can cap it, then that's cool. But, like, I'm not expecting too much. And especially when I make dumb mistakes like that. I just run right into rice bullets. That's definitely a spell card I have to practice if I want to get better. Maybe I'll go for a hard no miss no bomb eventually. I think that would be interesting, because it's not out of my reach at all. It's just a matter of if I'm willing to dedicate 20 minutes to, like, every run just to get to, like, stages 5 and 6 to see where it goes. Moved directly left into a bullet that would have missed you. Yeah, I do that every once in a while. It's always fun. I don't know if this strat is worth it on normal. I haven't done normal Revenge Butterfly in a hot minute. That was 2 deaths. Could have been 1 if I didn't mess up RB, but you know, we do that. Alright, let's rewatch my replay again, because I don't know, I just find it interesting to see how things went. As I said, stages 1 through 3, easy, went fine. Put more of this game, because it's up there in the games that can most easily 1cc. You definitely can. It also helps that I'm very familiar with this game, so I can definitely help you out the most here. Like, especially when you start doing extra stages, like, when you need knowledge on PCB Extra, I got you. I know what I'm doing there. A lot of the, on, like, normal, or even just in general, for a 1cc, a lot of the harder patterns that I have to, like, learn on hard, and you'd probably have to learn too on normal, you have bombs, so as long as you can only kind of do them, it's whatever. Like, you're gonna be playing Saki A, no doubt. And with that, you're chilling. I always accidentally hit these enemies. The only downside to not shooting them is you don't get their point items. But it's... especially now that I've proven I can do it in 8 misses, then it's fine. Oh yeah, there was one thing in stages 1 through 3. I missed the 1-up Alice got. Which I didn't need it. Which is good. Alright, Lily White. I time her out now. Because it's just worth it. But even then, I died here. Because like they sort of formed a wall and like encaved me. And I just didn't move in the right way. Yeah, and then this happened. And then this section. And here's where I die again, because the blue stupid bullets caved in on me. So like that was sad. And I can skip all of that. As long as I don't die on Lily, I'm chilling. I mean, then the stage is pretty whatever. It's just me dodging, moving left to right. This is how you normally do it. You just chill. With Marisa A, you can you end it so fast. Just so nice. Because there's like a second part to it. That if you're playing like Reimu A, you have to deal with it. But if you're playing Marisa, she just kills it so fast that it's whatever. I find it interesting, like, completely off topic from this game. Oh yeah, that death was funny. I don't really know why there was like that hyper fast blue arrowhead out for blood, but it was there. Yeah, off topic, but I find it interesting that there's now a Discord rich presence for Toho games. That's weird to me. But it's also really interesting because I really liked it for Terraria. I don't know, I just think it's neat for something like this or Terraria where you can just get like a small snippet into what the player's doing, even if you can't see directly. I almost died there. The rest of the fight went well. Oh yeah, I don't think I've told you about the gimmick here, Ethan, but for that first spell card, where all 3 of them are together, depending on who, I don't know if I've told you this, but depending on who you hit the most, that's whose non-spell and spell cards you have to deal with for this. Well, not this anymore, but the thing right before it. And I always go for the red one, Lyrica, because she's just the easiest. If I do Merlin, I have to deal with lasers, and if I do Lunasa. I don't really know what I have to deal with, which is why I don't do her. This was pretty nasty. That's weird. It is. That's why if you see anyone play like stage 4 in like high level play or whatever, be it no bomb, no miss no bomb or whatever, no matter which character they're playing, for that second like solo part, you will always see it be Lyrica, because no one wants to fight the other two. The whole thing on like damaging one boss more than the other to get their attacks was then brought over in the 16th game for the stage 5 boss. My favorite boss. Stupid dancers that I just can't deal with. This part doesn't feel any harder on hard. Like, that feels the same. Maybe I'd have to go back on normal. I don't think I died on mid-spell. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I risked it right here. I was very close to not working out. Then the rest of the stage is easy. I forgot to misdirect this non, but it worked out. Things went well. Things didn't go well here. And that was a pretty nasty gap. You can't decide if you actually like or hate the Yomu fight. It's strange. When you get the hang of things, there's like 2 hard parts of the fight. Actually, honestly, on normal, there's like 3 hard parts. Because the second spell is harder on normal, in my opinion. I should actually check it out again. Maybe I've gotten better, so it's not as bad. Oh yeah, there's that death. This non you can do with like very light taps. But if your taps are too light, then you just die. Like, our second spell card is all totally different on hard and lunatic. And aside from getting really mean like walls on the left and right, it's usually really easy. Honestly, I find Yomu harder than Yuyuko. And we just had a lot more random stuff. This spell card, no matter the difficulty, is mean. In my head, when I tried it on Lunatic and I capped it first try, and I can't tell if the arrowheads are more or less, not more or less dense, but I can't tell if they're the same or they're less dense. I couldn't tell. They felt less dense, but I don't know. Maybe I just got lucky. I think I was fine on spam. Oh yeah, because I had the power cancel, and so it was easier. I was going up to do the misdirect, and then I remember that you're not allowed to misdirect this spell card. I mean non-spell. You will die. So I had an intentional border break here, and it was my only border break in the run, because in my mind I was like, I don't know how to do the third wave, and so I broke it as late as I could, which ended up being on the second wave, where it doesn't matter because the second wave isn't the hard part. This could have been no border break, but that happened. I had my brain short-circuited. As for Yuko, this fight went really well for me being absolutely not confident in it. The spell card's easy peasy. I capped Poisonous Moth, I think, but it was... Yeah, I did. Like, that's how it should go, but I did it weird earlier. I died here, which wasn't a really needed death. Because now I know I should just stay on the right side and slowly take down this non-spell. But before, my plan was attack in the front, move to the side at some point, and then at some point move back into the center. Which is funny, because I've had it work before. And I could have avoided this death, but I trapped myself. This spell card's easy. Her last non-spell is very, very easy. I don't really know. I don't know why this is so late into the fight. So much of this fight is basically just a route, but because I'm not, I don't feel the need to look anything up. I just, not yet at least. I've just built my routes myself. And they've come with quite the success. Sometimes this spell card, I do it weirdly. I almost died there. If I died there, it would have been over. I wouldn't have cleared. This spell card was the best part of the run because of how much dumb stuff I did on it. I had some really silly dodges that managed to work. And then there was this. So I intended to manually break the border to make this easier on myself. And then that happened. She just has so much health during this spell card, it's crazy. It always feels like it lasts an eternity. That dodge right at the end was spooky. And then it's just this, where I was like, man, I might get it. I'm a bit nervous, but I might get it. And I was moving. I was schmoving. I was gaming. I was gonna cap it. It was easy. I moved to left here and I died. Didn't move too much there and I lived. And that was 8ness. Alright, now I want to see. Humu's got some weird stuff on, like, normal. Mainly, I want to see her. Like, this spell card's weird. I don't really get why this one's. It's so much different. I've heard there's like a safe spot in like the top left or something. Just don't feel safe. I find it's harder than whatever the hell they got me doing on hard mode. This one, 7 Hakus, but normal. Well, it's less dense, but it's still got some. Still out for blood. I'm interested in what, yeah, what does Dead Butterfly look like? Okay, it's just the same thing, but the bubbles are slower. Whatever. I don't really feel like going through on normal too much right now. Alright. Let's end it off with one more run. That didn't happen. I don't like stage 1s without homing. Like, it's not like homing makes it easier, I just like getting power more. This fuck art is so weird to me. I don't know what it's really supposed to do. And there's so many bullets, and like 90% of them just don't go near you. bottom. God, the flash screws me up. It scares me every time. Cool. I mean, I had my border active, but that was really close to just breaking it. Oh, whatever. I'll keep going. I'll just finish a run. If a game overs, I'll just stop there. That was a really silly death. Oh my god, this is awful. Whatever, I'm finishing it. No reset. Making silly deaths because I'm leaning back in my chair, thinking about the water I'm gonna drink when I'm done because I don't have any around me right now. Easy. Honestly, the hardest part about this fight is the stupid rice spam at the start of her first non. Sometimes it's just really dumb, and or I just can't dodge it. I'm just bad at dodging it. Actual pattern the bullets create is static. It's just that's aimed in different directions, but that's an easy attack anyways. Oh, okay. Spawn on top of me. Me understand. Actually, I think I won't. I don't think I'll upload the hard no bomb yet. I'll just upload the VOD, and then I'll practice at some point and get better at it, and upload a better one, one that I'm more proud of. So I've had a lot of silly deaths during this run. I'm not even at stage 4, where I died to Lily White 5 times in a row. Because I forget how to do anything. Let's go. I can't wait. How did it... How did that not get hit? And now we tap, tap, tap away. Victory. Or I get to Lily White and I continue not to shoot. Let's go. Enthralling gameplay. I love stage 4. Oh my god, that's 1 out of 5 so far. No, am I blind? Can I not see? I'm just running into everything? I'm so confused. Yeah, this is how you do it. Oh. What am I doing? I'm in awe. I'm speechless. I'm not sure what to say. That was supposed to be a joke. Am I okay? I don't think so. I guess I know what I need to practice. What? I was like clipping everything. What? Was I running? I don't even know. I need to sleep. I'm dehydrated. Screw this game. Ah! I was really hoping that this was about to be such a banger of a run. I thought this was gonna be great. I have 0 lives coming into Prism Rivers. What has happened? My brain is melted. Why am I flipping everything? What is going on? The game's broken. It's not my fault. It's... Yeah, I think I need to sleep. I need to get some water. I need to reevaluate my life. What happened? You know, I think the game's just freaking out. Like I said, it's not my fault. The game doesn't know where my hitbox is. I'm playing the game. I'm gonna need to look over that. That is definitely. I. That's all I have to say. 7 misses, 1 bomb. I have never had a. I don't think I've ever had a worse run. Ever. I think I'm gonna stop for today. Oh. I need to clear my mind or something. Try another day for getting a lower miscount. I don't know what else streaming. Absolute bro moment. That was the worst. That was the worst run ever. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. So on I don't know, Wednesday, I'm gonna I don't know, I already forgot what I was saying. I'm gonna probably stream again on Wednesday. I'll do a bit of practice. I'll do more attempts. Because overall, I haven't done many actual full game attempts. Mostly because I was scared of, Stage 4. And the fact that I had no idea how to do it. So, yeah. I'm done streaming. I'm gonna head out. I'm probably gonna be back on Wednesday, like I said, for the 3rd time now. So, to anyone watching, have a good one. I hope to see you again. And yeah. Bye-bye.